Hello everybody, I am Sam Clipperton.
騎師祈普敦被譽為澳洲馬壇近年最有前途嘅新星之一。16-17年度馬季正式喺香港登場。Hello， 大家好，我係 Sabrina。今集綠茵闖蕩嘅衝線背後，我哋請嚟自澳洲嘅小鮮肉騎師祈普敦 Sam Clipperton 同我哋傾下偈嘅。Hello Sam。
Hello Sabrina.
Very happy to have you here with us today. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So I want to ask you, since when did you fall in love with horse racing?
Well, I started riding horses from a very young age. I started riding horses at 6. I competed in equestrian events like show jumping, eventing and dressage. Grew up riding horses, all of my own horses. So that natural love, the passion for the horse was always there with me from a very young age. But one thing with me, I never had any family in horse racing whatsoever. My family wouldn't have known the first thing about horse racing. So, you know, I'm a bit different there. But like I said, I've always had that love for horses and that natural horse sense, and ridden horses pretty much, you know, since I was 6. So a very long time, and I was always very small. I was tiny growing up, and I didn't particularly like school. So, you know, the first opportunity when I could leave school, I thought, well, I'm going to be a jockey because yeah, I love horses, and you know, that's something I can make a living doing what I love. So, yeah, there wasn't anything else I was going to be. In my mind, I was always going to be a jockey.
I'm actually kind of surprised because you said none of your family are jockeys
That's
or
correct,
like
yeah.
horse racing industry, right?
Yep.
But how do you go from show jumping to horse racing?
Well, like I said, I was always very small.
You're not small anymore.
Not
you're
small anymore.
Actually pretty tall
yeah,
now as a jockey.
I've grown up now. I wish I was small again. But like I said, I was always very small and always loved the animal. And you know, growing up, I often thought about becoming a jockey because you know, I could do what I love to do every single day for a living. So you know, it wasn't too complicated for me. That's all I was going to do. So when I turned 15, I left school, and I did a course through TAFE in Australia, and that led to getting an apprenticeship with my former boss Ron Quinton. So when I started with Ron Quinton start of 2009, I was with him right up until I finished with him in mid-2014, and eventually went on to ride a Group 1 winner for him.
Okay, so show jumping was when you were younger, and after school, you already decided to become a jockey, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. So all through my school years, I had my own horses. They were only 10-minute drive away from my school, so straight after school, I would go up to the horses and you know, ride all my horses and train them and get them ready for the shows on the weekend. And you know, quite often on a school night, I was with my horses still at 10 o'clock at night. It was just what I loved to do. So yeah, I've always had that passion for the horse, and that's, you know, that's what led to me becoming a jockey.
Okay, so you were in Australia, and then Hong Kong Jockey Club invited you to come to Hong Kong, right?
Yep.
How do you feel when you received the invitation?
Oh, I was thrilled. It was you know, throughout my career in Australia, it was always a goal of mine to end up riding in Hong Kong. I wasn't quite expecting it to come as early as it has, but like I said, it was always a goal of mine to make it here. And when I was approached by the Hong Kong Jockey Club, I was thrilled. It was a dream come true, and I certainly wasn't going to turn down the opportunity.
Sure, but have you sacrificed anything after you made this decision?
Well, yeah, there was a couple of sacrifices. First of all, right before I left, it was coming up to the Spring Carnival, and there was a lot of quite good horses I was riding back in Australia. But you know, that's just one of the sacrifices I was willing to take. As I said, it was always a goal of mine to get to Hong Kong, and if I was to turn down the opportunity, I wasn't sure if I was ever going to get it again. So I was always going to take it and certainly make the most of it.
What do you think about the Hong Kong horse racing industry?
Hong Kong horse racing is certainly the pinnacle. It's one of the toughest and competitive racing circuits around the world. And I think you could ask any jockey around the world where they want to end up, they would say Hong Kong. So for me to get to Hong Kong at a young age, just 23, is certainly a dream come true. It can be very tough. It's very competitive riding here. It's the best of the best, best riders in the world. So the next day after Joe Moreira won the Derby, he was out at track work at 4:30 in the morning, cantering round. So to be the best, that's what you have to do, and nobody rests here. It's a very go environment. You know, you got to bring your A game every race meeting, but I love it, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Okay, how about other stuff in Hong Kong? Do you love the food? I heard that you love the food.
Yeah, I love my food. Unfortunately, I'm a jockey, so I can't eat too much. But when I get the opportunity, you know, Hong Kong's got great food and a great restaurant scene, and yeah, there's so many things to do in Hong Kong, whether it's hiking or going out to see the sights, or you know, go and watch a movie or walking through the city. There is a lot to do. You have to go out and find it, but there is a lot to do in this great city, and no, very much enjoy it.
So Sam, I know you have been staying in Hong Kong for over a year already.
That's correct, yeah.
So I think you have already learned some Cantonese, do you?
Well, very little, but we'll see how we go. I recognise the top one on the board here.
Yeah, we can try some. I'll give you some tasks. You recognize your own name.
Yeah, that's Cape Tan for sure.
I'm actually kind of surprised because I'm sure you know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's always on my pants, so I see it every time I ride. So that's the only reason.
So this is not difficult for you at all.
That's Cape Tan.
Yeah, that's Cape Tan.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. The second one, I'm sure you don't know these words.
I know the rest of it.
This one is one of your very regular runner from John Moore's stable. It's Blooming Delight.
Blooming Delight, okay.
In Chinese, 喜旺寶.
喜旺寶.
喜旺寶. Not bad, not bad. 祈普敦, 喜旺寶. The last one, that's how our fans and ladies, everyone calls you.
Okay.
小鮮肉.
小鮮肉.
It's a little fresh meat.
Of course. Little fresh meat.
Do you know what does that mean? No, have you heard about it?
Yeah.
So young, handsome boy.
Oh, there you go.
Little
Okay.
fresh meat.
Very good. I'll
祈
take
普
that.
敦, 小鮮肉. They're always together, okay? 祈普
And
敦,
what's Blooming Delights? It's
喜旺寶.
喜旺寶.
Yeah, 祈普敦, 喜旺寶.
喜旺寶.
小鮮肉.
小鮮肉.
Not bad, not
There
bad.
you go. Not too bad. Not too bad.
You will learn more, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know the basics as everybody does. The Joseon,
Good morning.
Ngosai, you know, all that
Simple
stuff.
ones.
Yeah, Cantonese is a very difficult language for someone to learn, for myself to learn anyway. So I think I'll try and learn a bit more, but as long as I learn the basics, I think that'll be okay.
So how about other jockeys' name? Let me give you a few. Okay, do you know Purton?
Pundon.
Pundon. Oh, that's very accurate.
That one's easy.
That one's easier, yeah. Preble. That's I'll give you. Pat Bo.
Pat Bo.
Yeah, that's actually very close to the original one.
Yeah, sounds like his last name.
Maybe I'll teach you your good friend, Chad Schofield.
Chad Schofield, okay.
Si Chak Fong.
Si Chak Fong. I might need a bit of practice at that one.
Yeah, Si Chak Fong. This one is quite tricky. Yeah. But Cape Holden, you do it really
sounds like my last name, so I like it.
Yeah, and it's easier for everyone to remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about Hong Kong after staying for this period of time?
Well, we've been here for 1 year now, so we've settled in well. Last season, I had a very good debut season. I was able to ride 40 winners, which was, you know, it was a great result, and I received a lot of support off a wide variety of owners and trainers. And this season may be a little bit tougher, but I'm very much looking forward to the new challenge ahead.
So, what are the biggest challenge, do you think?
Biggest challenges, well, like I said before, it's a very tough and competitive riding environment. I think this season will be a little bit different for me with Tommy Berry here.
Yeah.
He's John Moore's stable rider, and John Moore was one of my key supporters last season. But look, I'm not concerned whatsoever. I'm just going to continue to work hard, and Tommy's one of my great mates anyway. We get along like a house on fire. So I'm just going to have to focus on spreading myself around a bit more with more owners and trainers. It doesn't mean the support will stop from John Moore. He's going to have a lot of runners in the bigger races, so I'm very much looking forward to that. But I'm just going to do what I've been doing all last season. That's continue to work hard, really.
Then how many winners do you aim? Of course, you won more than last year, right?
Well, that would be nice if I could top last year, but I had a very good season last year, able to get up to 40 winners. So, you know, maybe topping that, not quite sure. But one thing I will do is approach this season exactly the same as I did last, and last season I didn't have any number on any winners. I was just going to focus on my riding and stay consistent in my riding, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do this season. If I feel like if I narrow down a number, well, it just leads to disappointment. So I'm just gonna focus on my riding, staying consistent, and if I can get close or better than last season, that would be fantastic.
Oh, one more thing. I know that you have proposed to your girlfriend Morgan. Congratulations!
Sure have. Thank you very much.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
I would love to know. Do you guys plan to stay in Hong Kong after getting married?
Yes, for sure. Well, we should probably be getting married next year, next off season.
Off season, so summer holiday.
Summer holiday.
Oh, okay.
So, our long-term goal is, if I can give Hong Kong a good go, and someone like Zach Burton or Brett Preble or Douglas White, they've been here for years and years. Not sure if I'll be here that long, but Morgan and I will just assess the situation each year, and I do want to give Hong Kong give it a good go and try and stay here for as long as possible, because this is the pinnacle of worldwide racing. So, ask any jockey around the world, this is where they want to be. So, we plan to stay for a few years yet, and we'll just assess each year as they come.
I'm sure Morgan loves Hong Kong too.
She enjoys Hong Kong very much, yes.
Does she love the food as well?
Oh, she loves the food. She loves the food more than I do.
Okay. So I know that before you come here to Hong Kong, you won 2 Group 1 winners in Australia.
That's correct.
Back in Australia.
Yeah, I won the Coolmore Classic on peeping for my old boss, Ron Quinton, and then all-age stakes on English for Gay Waterhouse.
So how about this? Of course, someday, some year, I'm sure you're gonna win your first Group 1 winner in Hong Kong. Which one do you want it to be?
I can't be too picky when it comes to Group 1s in Hong Kong, but for me, any of the international, any of the 4 the Group 1s on International Day would be...
Hong Kong Sprint,
Hong
Kong Mile,
the Sprint, the Mile, the Vase, or the Cup, that would be incredible. All those international horses and jockeys coming over to compete, that's the holy grail for me. But another race probably would be the Derby. I think a lot of jockeys in Hong Kong would love to win the Derby. It's it's got the prestige. It's the time-honoured event here. So I think the Derby will look pretty good in the cabinet as well.
Thank you very much, Sam. We'll talk more about yourself later on.
Look forward to it, Sabrina.
Yeah, I would love to hear more about you. 今日好開心啦，請到祈普敦嚟同我哋傾偈啊！佢亦都同我哋分享咗好多啦。我哋下一集再繼續同佢傾偈啊！歡迎收睇《綠茵闖蕩》。嗱，仲有1個禮拜咧就10月啦喎。咁你哋又知唔知道10月1號係咩日子呢？
我知，嗱10月1號咧就係呢一個紅日，10月2號又係龍紅咩？又係龍日，我見佢個燈一閃，我揈過去，我甩咗。